Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly video. It's going to be coming out a little later tonight with the recent post, but if we go and take a look at the charts, you're going to see this. Give me a second here. All right. You're going to see we start as a 2 up, slightly red on the week, just under all-time highs, so we'd still prefer that to be taken out. But SPY, you're still stuck in the 60 broadening formation that had set up on Tuesday with the outside 60, and it's just grown really bigly. So the question is, are we going to take that out first, 563.80, or are we going to take this out first, 554? We do have NVIDIA earnings this week. We mentioned a lot of technologies inside on the week to start the week. So when you go to XLK Tech, you'll see it did start as inside day down, but it stays inside. So Tech's a little strong still. But if things were to be weak, this would be a 2-2 week, which could cause full time frame continuity. So we will see. If we go to the semiconductor sector, you're going to see it did cause the 2-2 reversal week. It did not stay in force into the close, though. You'll see the nice little broadening formation in here on the 60. So the question is, are we going to expand that to the downside with the weekly signal or try and reclaim that? But if the market is weak, especially with NVIDIA earnings, I believe it is Wednesday, this is a sector we're going to want to be keeping an eye on, as SMH is still a 2-down month and could be full time from continuity down if things were to stay like this, right? If things recover, it'll turn into Rev Strat up on a Tuesday. So we'll keep an eye on that, but you will see things like SMCI with inside day PMG to the downside, causing an inside week down, being relatively weak with full time from continuity down on the month still, and also still an inside quarter down, now with a weekly signal confirming it. So any additional signals SMCI, we could look to take these guys out down here with full time from continuity, quarter, month, week, day, and 60 in our favor. If we go to the Strat site, before I get ahead of myself here, app.stratalerts.com, we can scan, we can go week, we can go into the technology sector, which will include the semis. We can look for bearish continuity plus in-force signals to see how much evidence do we actually have of that break. And you can see on the week, only a few, but SMCI, LRCX, MU, those are going to be our chips starting weaker. So LRCX, you'll see starts as inside week down, full time from continuity down, plus a daily signal that started that off. Already an outside quarter. On the year, it could go to red there below 68.75. So we'll keep an eye on that if that were to weaken up, especially with NVIDIA earnings. If we go to MU, you're going to see starting as 2 down days, starting as a 2-2 week. So not quite an inside week down, but also coming in a little bit. You'll see the similar type of 60 try in here compared to the rest. So again, if it does 2-2 on a Tuesday, we'll be aware of that, but NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday. And similarly here, this could turn into Rev Strat year below this stuff. 80, or what, open 95.40. That could be, looks like that's wrong here. Yeah, here. 84 is that open. So below 84, we'd like to know about that if the chips were to start really puking. That being said, though, what is going up this week? Well, if we go to the Dow Jones, industrials, a little bit stronger to start the week, 2 up day, 2 up week, and you see bright green year, quarter still pretty green with the Momo hammer, and already outside month now. So once a 3, always a 3. Thus, you draw this broadening formation out, and that's going to be relevant to future price direction as far as we can tell. So that will be something we want to know about. And if we go to the daily, you'll see it looks like this. Lows, 322, fun to say, fun to do, as mentioned in the Monday, or actually the weekend video at the beginning of August, which you can go and watch. We did talk about this. And then the inside day mentioned Monday in the nightly video going into turnaround Tuesday, which broke inside up. That confirmed the weekly signal. And now taking out the highs, going outside on the month after negating the month. So once a 3, always a 3. What is that going to do, right? So since it's already a 3, if it does go 2-2 after all-time highs, we could see some profit taking there. Just going to be conflicted slightly with that month, with no monthly continuity so far, bright green or bright red. If you go to IBM, you're going to see 2 up in red to start the week, so it could turn into a 2-2 back down, which would show weakness, as the week, the month, the day, and the 60 would all be red at that point. So if they're going to really bring them in, that'd be something I'd want to know about. Again, NVIDIA earnings will still be very important later in the week. And then when we go to the SPY and Qs, SPY is potential Rev Strat 3122 to the downside on the day. It's a 3 because on a 12-hour chart, it removes those false prints, and you can see your broadening formation here. And if you watch my Twitter, we'd already talked about that. If we go to Qs, you see starts as inside day down. So again, the tech just relatively a bit weaker. If we then go to the stuff here, so this is going to be your weakest tech stuff we'd like to know about. ANSS looks to be the leader with SMCI on the downside, so we can open that one up here. And you're going to see it has shooter 2-2 week coming off the top of the try. So if there's any short positions, likely to be in stuff that looks like that, right? Back through the previous range. At this point, it is outside month already, but could go back to full time frame continuity down. So we will see. If we then go to stuff going up, in force. Actually, we'll go bearish first just to get a number here. So bearish in force, only 14 names. So it's really just most of the tech, Dollar Tree and the consumer defensive, which we did talk about. You'll see natural selling compared to the rest of the market. And again, these trading view charts are just all messed up, but starts as 2-2 week down. We'll see if they come back and sell again Tuesday to give us additional evidence and put that on the strat attack list. Going into tomorrow, you got an outside bar, which could turn into 3-2 reversal below that stuff into short-term exhaustion on the 60. If we go to in-force bullish, we can get a number there as well. Only 6 names. So you can see right now we technically have more bearish signals, but since most things open 2 up on the week, we need a 2-2 day on Tuesday to really get that thing going down if that's going to be the case. That being said, on the upside list, we're going to see Allstate and the financials start as a momentum week. So it's going into exhaustion risk top of the try, but it is full time from continuity to start. We will see if they confirm or negate that tomorrow. If we go into consumer cyclical, you'll see CMG. And again, I'm not trusting these charts here, so we're going to mark out and draw out these weeklies. You see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is the weekly chart here. And then all of last week went inside to that. So it is 3-1-2 up on the week to start in CMG. And that is occurring with full time from continuity up. So they're trying to buy the dip. We'll see if that firms up, though. More so, we'd like to know about that next month. But it could set up a 2-2 for next month if you are looking to set up signals. NRG and the utilities. It looks like starts as momentum, but could get countered, which is a momentum signal the other way. Because momentum that gets countered is momentum the other way. So it starts as shooter day pivot machine gun in the utilities. We'll see. And then EVRG in the utilities. Also pokes up a little bit in here, top of that broadening formation. And we get levels of reclaim. So if it goes 2-2 PMG, it's going down there as far as we understand. So we'll see. In the cyclical with CMG, you'll have Starbucks starting off strong. Momentum, measured move, 2-1-2 week. So there was some inside year down that we had talked about. And you got the big move on the earnings, but they were too weak to get out of that yearly mother bar. So this is your weekly try. That's a momentum signal we'd like to know about as you're still back through this previous range. If we go to VFC, I've never heard of it. Forgive me if it's something that I should know about, but Rev Strat on the week. So just a few cyclicals, a few utilities going up, but could reverse on Tuesday. So we don't got much evidence, and that just means we can, sit back a little bit. But going into tomorrow, we want to know what's closer to reversing as we don't have much up or down. So we want to look for bullish and bearish setups. So we're prepared in both directions. And what we can do is look for 2-2 reversals on the day with full time from continuity, which would be a 2 down in green. And we can see this on the scan site like so. So if things were to go 2-2 with full time from continuity, it would be the cyclicals in there and maybe some healthcares in there. So we can look at those first. And you're going to see ASO, which is a potential outside week, potential 2-2 day, and it would be potential outside month, but a doji setting up into next month with a slight hammer there. On the quarter, it's also 2 down. So it's conflicted scenarios. If we go to LI in the cyclicals, and also see really not much there, nowhere near up or down. It could really go either way there. If we go to Melly, really, it could be MG, right? It's potential outside week, maybe trading these line to me there, but really nothing I'm seeing here. SE, you can see, looks like potential 2-2 on a Tuesday, would have continuity on the month in your favor, and these weekly charts, it looked like it'd be continuation week. So not much there. In the healthcare sector, there's CAH, which could become 3-2-2, which would occur with full time from continuity, confirming a Rev Strat month after corrective activity on the week. So that could be a good one in the healthcares. LLY in the healthcares. No weekly signal to trigger it. Already a 3 on the month, so we're not going to go after that. Really, you could, but no thanks. If we got NVO in the healthcares, could become a 2-2. Looks like it'd be continuation week, opening as a 1 right now. Conflicted scenario on the month, so we'd prefer to wait to next month. So there's not much really setting up tomorrow to the upside. We also do see Apple Rev Strat potentially. So if there's going to be any really strong stuff, maybe Apple could be a part of that with the tech, should things recover. But there's really not too much 2 down in green with full time from continuity. Now, we can look for inside with full time from continuity and also do the same analysis. It looks like we got about 40 things inside bar going into tomorrow. I'm going to reduce that list by filtering by ATR. So you can see that here, filtering by ATR. Click filter, boom, 10, and then filter by direction to remove duplicates, boom, 5. So these are things we'd like to know about as they move bigger. If you go to Adobe, you're going to see inside day for tomorrow could go 2-2 week down or could confirm full time for continuity up. And it could negate into full time from continuity down. So like maybe, maybe not. As far as direction there, up or down. AZO, which is consumer cyclical, could become inside week down or inside week up with full time from continuity, inside day to trigger it. And then if you go to Netflix, inside day could PMG up, but mother bar week after going outside month, which we had mentioned in the weekend video. If you go back to 2 weekend videos ago, right here, 60, 36, 62 to cause the outside month, boom, up they go, giving you almost 10% there, runs almost or just over 11. If you go to W day, inside day after a gapper, and it is bright green month, so you know something could come of that up or down into the gap or confirming that gap up. So a few things there, bullish continuity. If we go to then the Rev Strats, or actually bearish continuity, just make it simple for us. Bearish continuity, a lot of healthcare names. So AMGN, inside day, which could go Rev Strat week. Again, I'm not trusting these trading view charts, so it's going to take a little longer here. Monday through Friday. So it could go inside down and trigger last week's lows. It is still going to be an inside month going into next month, so we'd prefer to wait for that. Bio in the healthcares could go inside day 2-1-2 reversal, which would confirm direction of last week with a 3 and then 2 up in red month. So setting up the 3-2-2 for next month in bio. If we go to TMO, the last healthcare name there, inside day, doji on the month at this point, and nowhere near last week's highs or lows, although the trading view chart, or thinkorswim chart, trading view chart is not showing us the truth there. We will also then see what coin, and that's really about it. So coin inside day, this is something I'd like to know about. That'd be a PMG. So slight higher high after a slight lower low. So PMG through all of these guys on a Tuesday, which would confirm monthly shooter in force, could turn into a 2-2 week. So coin PMG is also going to be moving with the Bitcoiners, which to start the week they're inside. So not so much pukage there, but we'll see. So really not too much crazy stuff going on the inside day lists there. If we remove the continuity filter, we can get more of those names. So we'll see like Carvana as a high volatility name with a 3-1 momentum hammer with full time for continuity up. Already an outside month, but we'll see this confirming off at all-time lows, been a lot higher. And let me get the market cap up in here. So we got that too. Really, that's like about it as far as things that stick out to me. I don't trade most of this other stuff. So that being said, there's not too much to add to what we see there. As far as Rev Strats going into tomorrow, we can look for the 1-2-2 bearish, something like SPY, and we are going to see a few bigger cap names in there for us. So in the industrial sector, this could become Rev Strat down, CSX, slight higher high, slight lower low to this stuff. If we go to technology, Dell could become Rev Strat shooter in force, and that would occur technically with full time for continuity, but the month is very green at this point. So probably end of month profit taking if that were to play out, and then we don't quite know. Google could become Rev Strat down tomorrow, 1-2-2, which would cause potential 2-2 week, countering a hammer signal, which would be momentum to the downside. And Google still could become a 3-2 down month and put that thing back in force to get it going next month, or at least closer to doing that. And then we'll see SPY on there. Obviously, could become Rev Strat, and then XBI Biotechs could become Rev Strat, which is your healthcares as well, which could become 2-2 reversal. And then the last ones in here we'll add is MDLZ. You can see the triangle layout. Stop them out. Rev Strat below this, which would be 71.29. Pivot Machine Gun, if they were to take it back through the range. Still pretty green on the month, though, so it is conflicted. But it is Rev Strat day trying to Rev Strat the week on a Tuesday. If we then go to the 2 down in green Rev Strats, the only one we have is Apple. So a lot more Rev Strats setting up to the downside tomorrow. We can also look at the 3-2-2s, 2 up in red. You got consumer staples, McDonald's could become 3-2-2 down really green on the month, so it's going to be profit taking into that PMG. But we got a Pepsi, could become 322 down, and it is slight. Let's see, is that a penny? Penny higher than last week's highs, so it could become outside week should that work back into all these guys. And on the month, slightly green, and on the week we're mother bar to this, so prefer not to mess around in that mother bar. Let them close that out. And when we look at mother bars, what we're trying to identify is that new broadening formation that occurs, which looks like this. So you do have that, right? It could take this stuff out. After that, we don't know though. And then 322s, 2 down in green. We got nothing. So that being said, that's gonna be all you got for the weekend, or actually the Monday night video. Hope you guys are able to capitalize on some of the movement today off the inside day cues, as well as, the potential Rev Strat SPY, which is setting up, and that occurred off of 2230, which could have seen if we posted, or when we posted that broadening information on Twitter, set up on the decoupling of the 30 and the week opens. But we will see the decoupling tomorrow to confirm or negate what we know to be true. Hope to see you guys there in the stream in Stat, and if you're not, I'll see you guys in Tuesday night's nightly video. Adios, and have a great rest of your night.